Imagine this, it's late. You're finally unwinding after a long day, maybe scrolling through your phone or just enjoying the quiet of your home. The house is settled, the world outside is dark, and everything feels safe. Then, out of nowhere, there's a knock on your door, not a friendly tap from a neighbor, but a firm, authoritative rap that echoes through the silence. Your heart instantly jumps into your throat. Who could it be at this hour? You creep to the peephole, your hands trembling just a little. And you see them. Two figures in dark uniforms, their faces illuminated by your porch light. Police. Your mind races, 1,000 questions colliding at once. Why are they here? What could they possibly want? Have I done something wrong? You start replaying your entire day, your entire week, searching for any misstep, any forgotten bill, any minor infraction that could warrant a late-night visit from law enforcement. The silence in your home suddenly feels heavy, suffocating. Every tick of the clock sounds like a drumbeat counting down to something terrible. In that moment, your home, your sanctuary, transforms into a cage. The walls feel like they're closing in. You consider not answering. Maybe if you're quiet enough, they'll just go away. You could hide. Pretend you're not home. Your breath catches in your chest as you back away from the door, seeking refuge in the shadows of your own living room. It's a primal, instinctual reaction. You're not a criminal. You haven't done anything wrong, but the mere presence of authority at your door has triggered a deep-seated fear. The fear of the unknown, the fear of being wrongly accused, the fear of your life being turned upside down in an instant. Every shadow in the room seems to shift and morph. The familiar comfort of your couch now feels like a place to cower behind. Your pulse is pounding in your ears, so loud you're sure they can hear it through the door. Another knock, louder this time, more insistent. Police, open up. The voice is firm, leaving no room for negotiation. Panic sets in. A cold sweat breaks out on your forehead. This is it. This is how it happens. One minute you're a law-abiding citizen, and the next you're a suspect in your own home. Your imagination runs wild, painting scenarios of interrogation rooms, flashing lights, and the confused, worried faces of your loved ones. You feel a profound sense of injustice, of being trapped by a situation you don't even understand. You are innocent, yet you feel an overwhelming sense of guilt, but you know you can't hide forever. Running from the police when you've done nothing wrong is illogical, yet fear isn't logical. Taking a deep, shaky breath, you decide to face whatever is waiting for you on the other side of that door. Your hand is unsteady as you reach for the lock. You turn it slowly, the click sounding like a gunshot in the silent house. You pull the door open just a crack, peering out at the two officers who now seem 10 feet tall. Their expressions are serious and readable. "Good evening," one of them says, his voice much calmer than the one you imagined. "Sorry to disturb you so late. We're looking for a Mr. Henderson. Does he live here?" And just like that, the entire world shifts back into focus. The tension that had coiled itself around your chest releases in a sudden rush of air. Henderson. You don't know any Mr. Henderson. You manage to stammer, No, you have the wrong house. My name is, you tell them your name. The officer checks his notes, a slight frown on his face. He looks at your door number, then back at his paper. A look of realization dawns on him. It seems we've made a mistake. He lives next door. Number 4B, not 4A. Our apologies for the disturbance. They give you a polite nod and turn to leave, their footsteps receding down the walkway as they head toward your neighbor's house. You watch them go, your hand still on the doorknob, your heart still hammering against your ribs. You slowly close the door and lean against it, the wave of relief so powerful it almost makes you dizzy. You are safe. Nothing was ever wrong. It was all a simple, mundane mistake. A mix-up of apartment numbers. But as you stand there in the renewed silence of your home, a profound realization washes over you. For those 10 agonizing minutes, you were a prisoner of your own fear. You hadn't committed any crime, you weren't in any real danger, but your mind had convicted you. You had experienced the panic, the dread, and the helplessness of a guilty person. All while being completely innocent. Your innocence didn't protect you from the terror. It didn't. To stop your hands from shaking or your mind from racing to the worst possible conclusions. This experience teaches a powerful lesson. Fear often punishes us long before reality ever has a chance to. It can create a prison in our minds, built from what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. Even when the truth is simple and harmless, we sentence ourselves to anxiety and stress over things that may never happen, or things that are simple misunderstandings. Innocence can tremble just as much as guilt when faced with the unknown. The real punishment wasn't the police at the door, it was the fear that gripped you in the moments before you opened it. That night, you learned that the stories we tell ourselves in moments of panic can be far more damaging than the truth itself. The greatest battles are often fought not against external threats, but against the fears that live within our own minds. We must learn to question our fear, to seek the truth before we allow panic to take control, because sometimes the monster we're hiding from is just a shadow, and the terrifying knock on the door is simply meant for someone else. Here at Moral Compass, we share real stories that reveal real lessons about life, human nature, and the choices we make. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing and joining our community. We believe that by understanding these moments, we can better navigate our own lives. Thanks for watching.